All right, welcome back to the hangar. Yeah, it'll definitely be a hangar soon. I got something to talk about in probably my next video, but this is a quick video for somebody that's, I guess they've got one of these coming or something, and he's been asking a lot of questions. And he wanted to see the canopy. So I put it back on. Just a note, the canopy typically doesn't line up, or didn't for me, and I changed out the air cylinder for a linear actuator, and I also did the same thing for the lock. The lock just had a pin that goes through. I had to always, when I do it like this, I have to mod it a little bit because they actually had the air cylinder in here, so it pushes out and actually goes into here, but it's reversed on my setup. The actual linear actuator is right here, and obviously that's there for the open and close. And I did this on the last one, and I had issues with this piece would pop loose. So you need to get it clean in here really well, maybe scuff it up a little bit, and then use some good epoxy, the thinner Hysol that sticks and gets in there and holds better. And I just glued the linear actuator straight to it. I took the pin that was on the air cylinder because it's kind of rounded. They take it and they file it to like a point, so it kind of guides itself in and lines up. And I just glue it on, unscrewed the end piece and screwed it into the end of the linear actuator, and you'll kind of see how it goes. And I set it up on a 3-position switch, so bear with me here. So the up position, canopy's up. So to bring it down, I flip, it's a 3-position switch, so I go to the mid position, and you'll have to adjust, since you can adjust this like a servo, you can adjust the midpoints as needed if you've got too much throw or not enough, that kind of thing. Same for the lock. So the first position is just a close, and then I'll just kind of push it, make sure it's there. And then the bottom switch, oops, shoot. You usually have to push on a little bit, make sure it's nice and seated because it doesn't fit properly. And you'll hear it go in and out, it's locked. So, and then to unlock it, flip from bottom to mid. You'll see it pop up there, it's loose. A little bit of slop in it, which is because the bracket that's mounted to is smaller. So I could probably get that slop out, but it doesn't matter because when it's unlocked, it doesn't matter. And then obviously up, and then the canopy comes back up. This is a slower actuator, but that's fine. They make a faster one based on the gear ratios, and I think this is the only one I had left over. But anyways, that's how it's done. I actually probably could open that hole up just a little bit to get it to, shoot, I need a third hand. Let me push down on it here. And you can't really see it. The pin would be kind of right up in here. This wood piece in here is what they had their air cylinder glued to. But since I'm not using that, it's just, you have to sand it down, and I painted that black. And I put a delay, so when I go to unlock it, I can just flip the switch all the way up, and it'll delay this for 4 seconds, sorry, and then this, to give this time to retract all the way. So, and you kind of, here, let me do this. Let me unplug I don't know if I can unplug it. No, it's plugged into the board. But I would show you this one coming in and out. But anyway, so there you go. The next thing I'm going to do is I got the CG pucks out. I've got the measurements for my old one and a friend of mine that did it his, but I'm going to put it on the RC CG machine and just check it again, make sure we're coming up with the same thing. And it's coming out really tail heavy, which is what you're going to expect when it's with the motors in the tail like this, especially for the twins. This one's going to be worse than the first one because of the all carbon fiber rudders. The original rudders I had in my first one were not carbon fiber, and they didn't weigh. These rudders weigh a ton. they overdid it based on the whole rudders blowing apart on the first few. Kind of scared them, so they just went all carbon fiber, which isn't needed. But yeah, and it's gonna have 4 batteries, 2 for the power system. Actually, 5 batteries, 2 for the power system, 1 for each motor, and then 1 for the battery, or 1 for the lights. So should be enough weight based on going to the aft CG, because I think my CG was like 285 or 290. I'm gonna go to 295 because I know that you can fly it that way. So that'll help with the nose heaviness. So hopefully I won't have to add any weight. I don't like putting on the batteries here because it's so much weight in the nose. So if I can move a battery somewhere back here to kind of help spread out that weight, it will be nice. So we'll see. I might put a pilot in it just to kind of, if I have to add nose weight with the batteries in the nose, I may add a pilot at that point to kind of get rid of some weight. So, but anyways, there you go. Hope that helps for the individual that was wanting to see this. Nothing crazy. Like I said, 2 channels and the same switch activates them both. It just, yeah. A little bit more scale than the air cylinder, because the air cylinder just pops open, you know, and you could probably go a little higher open, but based on the scale, that's really all the height that needs to go. I can actually go a little further up if I wanted to, but based on the pictures I looked at, that's where it kind of sets on the real one. So anyways, you guys have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like it. Again, I got something that I've decided to do again that I'll talk about next time. It's kind of a big project. Still not completely, sold myself on doing it, but I'm about 90%. So anyways, you guys take it easy and have a good night.